When the wind stops and the rain clears, the silence after a storm can be deafening. For many families across Jamaica right now, Hurricane Melissa didn't just destroy homes, it unsettled hearts. And our children, they can feel that uneasiness too. They may not have the words to express what they're feeling, but their bodies know when something has changed drastically. And as parents, we do our very best to help them get settled while still tending to a level of brokenness, of fear within our own selves. I'm Odile Blake, and this is Parents Who Heal, where we talk about healing the parent so the child can grow whole. Children sense safety through us. They watch our tone, our body, our silence. If we're anxious, they become watchful. If we cry, they may withdraw, not because they don't care, but because they are not able to hold what we are holding. So after this storm, it's okay not to have the right words, not to know what to even say in the moment. All your child needs from you is your presence. You can say something as simple as, "That was a scary storm. I was really scared too. But guess what? We're safe now, and we're going to rebuild one step at a time." And you can just end that conversation right there with a hug, a fist bump, whatever feels natural between you and your child. And in that moment, what's important isn't perfection. It's not being very composed. All you need is to identify the truth and let that be your child's anchor. Something I really want you to avoid during this moment is the phrase, "Stop the crying, it's over." Or, "Be strong, be strong." Because strength doesn't mean silence. Strength means truth and tenderness. So instead of asking them to suppress what they're feeling or to be strong, help them name what it is that they're feeling. For instance, you can say, "You seem so nervous." Or, "It's okay to feel scared when you hear thunder. It's okay to feel hurt when you see other people hurting. It's okay to be terrified that we don't have a home to live in. It's okay that in this moment, everything is uncertain. It's okay to cry." Now, after you have validated what they're feeling, once you have named the truth, and that truth is based on what they are seeing, what they're feeling around them, model calm by slowing your own breath, lowering your shoulder, speaking softly. And you're doing this because your regulation becomes their refuge. It becomes their anger. Now, here are a few activities that you can do with your child to ground both of you when everything becomes stressful or overwhelming. This is one of my absolute favorite grounding activities. It's called the 5 senses. Now, you can go ahead and you can practice this with your child at any age. Now, you ask them, what can you see? What can you feel? What can you hear? What can you smell? And what can you taste? And what that does is it brings the body back into the present moment. It takes the mind away from all the things that are not going right in the moment and bring it back to the center where you can feel calm and relaxed. The second activity you can try with your child is the hand on heart breathing. Now, you're going to take one hand and place it on your own heart and another hand and place it on your child's heart. And then you're going to both breathe in for 4 counts and release for 6 counts. It looks something like this. And then after that, you just utter the words, we're safe. I've got you. The third activity that I absolutely love to do with my son, he likes it too, is the body shaking. Is the body shaking activity. And what that looks like is you're going to shake your hands, or as my son liked to call it, we're going to shake our sillies. So we shake our hands, we roll our shoulders, right? And then we stomp our feet lightly. But if you have younger kids, you let them go crazy. And what that does is that it releases tension out of your body. That nervousness, that fear, it gets the opportunity to be released, to escape, so that you can feel centered once again. Now, the fourth activity that you can do with your child, and which can be a little challenging during this very difficult moment after a storm, is routine as safety. So whatever routine you had before, or if it's possible to create a new one, such as storytelling, eating meals together, praying together before bedtime, what that does is that it reintroduces a sense of normalcy for your child as well as for you. Because familiar patterns rebuild trust and stability, not just for your child, but also for you as the parent. I know right now many parents in Jamaica are experiencing post-disaster fatigue, and that looks like panic or even survivor's guilt. And I want you to know that right now, that's not weakness, that's only trauma. So before you get into that mode of rebuilding, getting your home sorted, getting this done, getting that done, I want you to just pause for a moment and rebuild your nervous system, because your nervous system is what's going to get you through to the next phase, which is rebuilding your entire home and your life. Now, what that looks like is to start with stillness. Get some water, do a little stretch, and write down one thing you are grateful for. And I know at this moment it's so difficult to say be still when you have 100 things on your list to get done. But remember, your regulation becomes the anchor for your child. Your regulation becomes the anchor for anything that you're going to do next. And when you are calm and centered, there is less space for fear, for agitation, for panic, and you are able to act from a space of power. And if you're finding that really hard to do, reach out or get into a space immediately where you can be counseled, or you can come on over and join the Parents Who Heal community, or reach out to me and we can have a huddle and get you grounded so that you can take the next step in this journey of recovery. And I want you to remember that it is okay to feel both broken and brave at the same time. Those two things can actually coexist. And to all the parents out there in Jamaica, if you need a community, if you need someone to talk to, do not hesitate to reach out. There are the links in the description there for you. And I'll be waiting to hear from you. Just remember, you're not just rebuilding your home, you're rebuilding your heart, and you're rebuilding the safety net for your child. My heart is with you all.